In 1934, a brave explorer named Admiral Richard Byrd locked himself away in the heart of the Antarctic, 123 miles from the nearest human soul. No rescue, no sun, no human contact. Byrd was pushing the limits of human endurance, and then everything began to collapse. He built a small hut on a deserted ice cliff. Outside, howling winds reached 60 degrees Celsius. Inside, a single stove, a radio, and a mind slowly breaking down under endless polar darkness. His mission seemed simple. Keep daily notes. Spend the Antarctic winter completely alone. Survive total isolation for 6 months, months without sun, endless midnight freezing bones and terrifying the soul. At first, Byrd clung to routine, setting his clock by radio signals, writing in his journal, reading survival manuals, and writing letters he'd never sent. But silence wrapped around him like a snake. Then, danger struck. The stove's smoke vent clogged, filling the hut with carbon monoxide. He woke dizzy, eyes burning, but refused to abandon his post, fighting for every breath day after day. In that icy void, his mind began to unravel. He heard phantom voices in the wind, sometimes felt watched by unseen ghosts of solitude. He wrote, "The night is long, and the mind rebels." Temperatures plunged to 70 degrees. Every breath was a battle. Exhaustion often knocked him down, forcing him beyond human limits. Time lost meaning. No day, no night. Byrd lost track of meals and sleep. He discovered the cruel truth of isolation. Time doesn't pass, it warps. His radio signals deteriorated, stammering words. Pale voice. The team at base listened in horror, carbon monoxide poisoning creeping into his brain. But reaching him that brutal winter? A deadly risk. Still, they couldn't let him die. A small rescue team braved storms and deadly cold, crossing 123 miles of ice. They found Byrd, barely conscious, barely standing. His hut, barely livable. They carried him out in critical condition. He had spent 5 months in that frozen grave. Byrd later wrote about his ordeal in a book called Alone, revealing how isolation can crush even the strongest souls, and how a single spark of willpower can keep a man alive. His experience redefined human limits. Isolation distorts the mind. Extreme cold shatters the body. Even the strongest spirits can break. But Byrd proved, inner strength shines brightest when all else fades. He wrote, "Isolation is a trial that must be met with humility." He faced the abyss, stared into the darkness, and returned to tell the tale, though haunted still by polar nightmares. His health never fully recovered. The nightmares lingered, but Byrd became a legend in exploration. His survival story showed that true courage isn't conquering nature, it's surviving the monster within, when stripped bare by nature itself. If this journey moves you, remember, schools and society never taught us how to endure deadly isolation or savage cold. Join me in exploring the hidden wisdom of psychology, game theory, and the darkest corners of the mind.